Welcome back, I'm Captain Xavier, and I'm still a fan of all things modular, and so I am very pleased to present to you the Yeethammer by Spyr Makes. This was made and sent to me by Bear Wares. Links to their stuff will be in the description. Spyr Makes designed the blasters. The files are available on their printables. Bear Wares makes the hardware kits. Link to that will also be in the description. And at first I was a little dubious about getting another shell ejecting blaster, because this is shell ejecting, because I wasn't overly excited about the idea of having another shell ecosystem on top of the half a dozen that I already have. But it turns out I need not have been concerned, because this blaster does in fact take silly shells. The silly shells designed by Silly Butts for various shell blasters on a large scale, so it will fire all of those shells except for the Demolisher rocket shell. This one will not fit in the breech, and it doesn't even lock because of the way it's shaped. I don't think it would be difficult to design a shell that would allow you to muzzle load Demolisher rockets, and I may look into that. I think it would just be a matter of elongating it enough to actually activate the catch and to extend out of the breech far enough for you to get the rocket on there. Similar to the sniper barrel that exists, which I don't have. There is a sniper shell for a long barrel single shot. Fairly straightforward. Pull back to prime and open the breech, close to close the breech, and then fire. Shell does in fact violently eject, which we are going to see because we're going to the range. Right, I'm still here on the range with the deer. It's all filmed on the same day. I'm just uploading it at different times. Editing is magic. Anyway, I have the Yeethammer, and I am looking forward to plinking with it. We're going to start with the Triple Elite, same order that I did for the Wild Style. Can I hit anything? I can! And fling! It ejects nicely. Mega. Oh, I got a hit with regular Mega. How easy is it to barrel load? Nah, not worth the effort. I was doing so well. There we go. Oh, there's the one I was expecting to get. Clearly I need some practice with the whole catching, ejecting shell thing. Try an AccuFake. Oh, a little low, but straight. I caught it. A little bit more height. There it is, dead center. Off you go. Let's try Mega XL. Oh, a lot of drop on that one. Oh! I got it. Oh, no good. And now, Mega XL rifled. Much straighter. But it does seem to lose power, so let's aim a little bit higher. Getting the hang of these shells. Keep that tight. There it is! Oh no! Come back here! Don't roll down the hill, you wretch! One more Mega XL. Oh, I love it! I love it! And I love the ejection. This thing is magnificent. This is a shell ejecting blaster. This is what we want. This is lovely. Let's go talk about it. That is entirely too much fun. I love it. I dig it. I need more practice with the functionality, get used to the shell ejection and how all of that works. How exactly, I'm Part of me actually wants to switch it over to the right hand rather than the left hand, just because I keep wanting to use my right hand to actually put shells in. And I'd probably be drawing them from the bandolier right-handed, so we'll see. That's something I'm going to have to tinker with, but the blaster itself works beautifully. Love the aesthetic, the sci-fi look. According to Spyr, they were inspired by things like Gundam and anime, and it definitely has that anime sci-fi look about it with all of the greeblings and the angles and the vents and the just gorgeous work. Obviously, I got mine in orange and black because that's my colors and my idiom. But there's so many individual parts that you could do in different colors and different shades of colors and stuff. If you look at like Dr. Flux's, he loves his really wild color scheme, and this just leans right into that because of all the different places you can have different colors, and it's just gorgeous. The functionality, the way it opens the breech when you prime it and closes the breech. Love how that works. That is super cool. That is just fabulous design work. Again, it's just I need more work practicing when things open and when things close, stuff like that. Kind of surprised there isn't Picatinny rail along here when they have it here. I don't know if there's a reason for that. Because you could put an optic back here. Well, maybe it's, well, yeah, because it would clear an optic. Anyway, I'm sure someone will design a reprint, or I could just screw some rail up there. Or I could, not bother. It's a shotgun. What do I need an optic for? What am I doing with my life? Love the fact that it takes silly shells. That makes me happy. That, that they didn't come up with their own weird proprietary shell. No, now I have two blasters, the wild style in this. They both take the same shells. I can build a loadout around that where I don't have, 4 different shells, one for each different blaster, though I may still do that. Who knows? But I dig it. I love it. I love the modularity of it. The hand grip, the thumbhole stock, those are both just cosmetic. They're not structural. They're just held in, it looks like, with 3D printed pins. I did have one little 3D printed nubbin rattling around on the inside. I hope that wasn't important. It still seems to work, so I'm assuming it wasn't. Anyway, those can come off. You can put a foregrip up here. This is just Picatinny rail up here, so you could put a different foregrip. I happen to like the look. I like hand guards. I like thumbhole stocks. I'm digging all of that. It does have sling mounts, though they are small. I'm not sure what sling they're using, but those, obviously I'll just put a metal ring in there and clip to that, like a key ring or something, loop it through there. It is very easy to tear down. It's got one screw here, the back end comes off, and you can get to your spring and all of that. If you want to take it further apart, obviously you can just start taking out bolts. Love it. Love everything about it. Love the concept. Obviously, it will also work with all of my existing tactical gear that I have for this, as I mentioned in the previous video. Bandoliers, belts, what have you. I will be printing lots of shells and putting together a loadout specifically around this that I will hopefully get to actually run at some point, because this is one of the cooler concepts that's come out. More people designing blasters around a specific shell. Somebody out there, what I want next is I want something like the Ogre that takes these shells. I want a pump action revolver that takes and ejects these shells. I'm sure it can be done. Somebody do it. Because the single shot is a little bit cumbersome. I would love something with a higher rate of fire. Either that or something that takes these shells in a magazine. Thoughts, ideas, can you make it happen? I'm sure we can, but I think the revolver would be the next step. Maybe a 6 or an 8 round revolver that takes these shells. And hopefully, if you do make it so it can take a full Mega XL. Anyway, that's what I would like to see next. Let me know what you guys would like to see. What do you guys think of this? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on a loadout around it? What else do you think I should include? I do want to try to print one of the sniper barrels. I do want to try to redesign a Demolisher rocket barrel so that I can fire Demolisher rockets off of this, just because I think it would be cool. What shells do you think I should get? They have them for pretty much every ammo type, but if there's something obscure, let me know. And my thanks to Bearware for sending me this. That is super cool of you. This is an awesome blaster. My thanks to Spyr Makes for designing this and for using an existing standard. Love it so much. You people are awesome and wonderful. You spoil me. Thank you for watching.